Going on today? Well, it's the 28th Saturday of April. It's been a great April so far. Anyways, got this I'm not sure what they call this tree. I should know it. It's that tree that grows, it's like a bush that grows into a tree. If you don't trim it, I don't know, but maybe it's not. Maybe that's what they just tell you. I don't know. Anyways, it's got some big cracks in it. So right here, it's got big cracks in it right there. I picked it up on the side of the road when they were doing brush pickup, and I just kind of threw it in my backyard, and it's got a weird crotch thing going on, and this is going to be one of those weird turns. It's going to be one of those weird bowls. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we're going to try it out. So I'm probably going to get down in there and have to fill cracks with epoxies, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, almost dropped it on my toe. This will be the top of the bowl. Whoa, 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 whoa. So this is where my face plate will go. So I'm going to get my machete, and I'm going to flatten this out a little bit so I can get a face plate pretty flat on there. And then whittle away with it. All right, let me do that, and I'll get right back with you. Well, I forgot I had a chainsaw, so that's going to make it a lot easier. Okay, I got the faceplate on. I'm going to put it on the lathe now. I'm going to see what this thing does. It's going to be interesting with this big thing here. I'm not sure how it's going to come out or what's inside there. It might just be making chips, making shavings. It might be practice today, but I found this piece of wood and thought it was pretty interesting, so I want to see what it does. It looks like a crotch. Let's see what's inside that crotch. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with my camera. It keeps cutting off on me, so lost footage. This log is a little damp. It's not too bad. It's not real wet. I need to get one of those meters to see what it is, what the moisture content is, but I don't have one of those. So my hand says, it's almost dry, but not really. Ooh, pretty. I'm liking it right here. It's gonna look good. It's gonna be good. It probably won't be a functional bowl, but it's gonna be an interesting bowl. I'm starting to like this little corner right here where it's getting round right there, and the grains are starting to show. Looks cool. This crack looks like it might be going all the way through, so I might do a tenon on this one so I can squeeze that crack together. At this point in time, this is just an experiment. There's a pith, and there's the big pith right there. So it's still wet. I stopped at one point and there was like a little puddle of water. I might just let it sit out to dry for a little bit, maybe in the sun, see what it does. Hour 5 after another oven treatment. I had 3 last night, 2 today, an hour apiece. So as you can see, it's toasted. I'm hoping that this thing's dry by now. It formed this. I got the bark out of that right there. I don't think all that is cracked. I think that's part of the crotch that was there. But the faceplate was on this the whole time. I just took it off so I could see what was going on under it. But there's a big crack right here. Oh, that's the pith. It all separated out pretty good. Not really good, but you know. Anyways, this is the bottom part where that line is. And so I'm going to mix some epoxy up and put graphite in it because I don't have any. This is going to be 5-minute epoxy. It's not going to be epoxy, pressure pot, this and that. This is going to be a 5-minute epoxy just to fill these gaps and give it some, you know, this would be a pretty light bowl. So I think black cracks will be cool through it, you know. But my problem, not my problem, but my theory is this crack right here goes through the middle of the bowl that much. So if you put it on the other side of the bowl that much, it goes all the way through almost, but then you don't see it on the other side. That's where that crack is, right there. So where is it? Anyways, so this is going to be an interesting thing. I was thinking about just scrapping it, but man, I want to see how it comes out. So I'm gonna make some epoxy. I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make some hot glue dams right here. So that's a lot of epoxy right there. But I want to make sure I get past it so I can cut into it and then repair it from the other side, so it comes out nice. This right here is about a 1/2 inch in there. So it's still a lot of epoxy. I'm gonna have to go and get some epoxy. Does Home Depot deliver now? Oh man. All right, well, I'm gonna get this hot glue going. So a lot of this is gonna be turned out anyway, so I won't have to sand this hot glue out, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I was gonna try to keep it down that way so I can cut that. Well, it might be all right still. Looks like it's okay. I'm gonna make my epoxy up now. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put this graphite lubricant in there. Ooh, it's kind of gunmetal gray. That's cool. Okay. Now I'm going to. This stuff's really kind of liquidy. I'm gonna pour it into that crack, like so. Hopefully this stuff helps it bind together, glue it to itself. We'll see what happens. That's layer number 1. All right. I like that color. Sweet. Got all the epoxy on the outside cracks. I've got all this epoxy in here. I've got probably a 1/2 tube of whatever you call that tube, CA glue in it, and it's just crazy with the cracks. Remind me again never to take this basket case piece of wood and try to turn it again. I should be on the front of the bowl turning it by now. I'm still filling this thing up. I'm done filling it up. I have 5-minute epoxy right there, CA glue right there, and it just keeps showing up, and I'm done with it. So I'm going to turn it. I'm sanding it right now. This is 60 grit. I'm going to work my way down to 220, and I'm just going to leave it. I'm so tired of it. See that piece right there? It just keeps soaking up the CA glue. And then if you look down in there, it is, focus on that. It is a big crack right there too. So I got another piece of basket. I can't help it. I need the basket case of wood, I guess. So that's what it is. I'm gonna sand this down to 220, and I'm gonna turn it around and hollow it out. See what it does. See how much more I gotta put in it. Ooh, I hope it comes out because I put a lot of stuff into this. All right, focus. All right, I got 2 coats of sanding sealer on this puppy, cracks and all. Some live edge. There's some steel wool right there where where it's gonna catch. Anyways, I'm gonna turn this puppy on, grab some shavings from the ground here, and buff it. Yeah, that one edge with the chainsaw marks is pretty rough. I felt that one. Don't do this at home. Or, yeah, just don't do it. It's not safe. With that live edge. Ooh, ah, ooh, okay, I'm good. I'm good. But would you look at that shine? Look at it. Would you just look at it? Okay, I'm gonna turn this thing around and hollow out the bowl. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this natural edge, I think. I don't know, this is pretty thin, but I mean, it's pretty stout. Got this big knob right here I like. Chainsaw marks through the edge. It's already live edge right here and right here, so I'm thinking I'm gonna leave that live edge for sure, but this is part of the live edge right here. Chainsaw marks and all, right? So I got some big gougy cracks right here. I don't know if this bowl is gonna work out. The tenon I made is very small and it has a crack going right down the middle of it, so I'm not sure if it's gonna hold on. So wish me luck. I'm gonna start off with my detail gouge or detail negative scraper. Thanks cousin Jim for helping me make this, or you basically made it on your metal lathe and showed me how to do the handle. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna probably start right here and make a primary cut so that my bowl gouge doesn't flip out, hit this knob, kick the thing back and hit me in the face or on the chest. Oh, that would hurt, that would suck. Stay tuned. You might see me go to the hospital. All right, I don't want to do that because of this situation we're in, because then that would be terrible. Watch out, here we go. I'm gonna start turning this thing out and see what happens. Okay, well, hey, look, there's some epoxy right there from the other side. That's good news. That epoxy went down in there really good. It was pretty juicy, so it flowed down there. This is going to be another 2 days of epoxy. Oh, that's the creepy branch on my shop roof. Oh, scared me. Scares me. I gotta cut that down tomorrow. Yeah, so this is all cracking. Hopefully I can, but from the looks of that, let me see. I'm gonna get you over here. Hold on. Okay, so right there, that's the epoxy that came through with the stuff in it. But you see all these cracks? I was thinking, yeah, I'll get away. I'll cut through those. Those cracks go all the way through this thing, so, all the way through it. So there will be some more. There's some hot glue right there that I made the dam with. Oh man, I hope that it just doesn't go on and on and on with this thing. So now that I see this, I could probably come closer right here. This is a pretty thick bowl. I want it to be maybe a 1/4 inch shy of that. It's just a big fat, what do you call it? Lip. So all right, now that you saw it. Oh, that one goes all the way through. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I foresee another day of epoxy. Oh well, I have plenty of it. That's all she wrote. I think, let's see. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Saw that live here. Oh, that chunk fell out. All right, that's my small cracked tenon right there. It broke. I'm gonna put it back on there and see what it does. This might just be my latest ashtray. Man, that was a good, fun, scary moment. All right. Oh, look, there's the catch right there. Chunk. Chunk. So I'm gonna try to put that back on and see what happens. Wait. Ah. Broken. Oh well. Can you fix it? No, it's done. Okay, well, there it is. After all that work, all that epoxy, and all that glue, I made a funnel. It was too short. I should have checked. Alright, well, here's the bowl. It's been sitting in the shop for a couple of days. The wood dried out even more and cracked out more. And anyways, it wasn't really a cut through. It was a chip out. I'm thinking that that crack chipped out as I was cutting deeper. Was that my fault? Heck yeah, it was my fault. I picked this piece of wood and I turned it and I dried it knowing that it probably was going to fail, and it did. Was it my fault it failed? Heck yeah, it was my fault. But you know what? If you live your life not making mistakes, you're not really learning anything. I learned something this week that you can't, well, you could. If I probably took my time with it, I probably could have made it work, but I didn't. I was impatient. I dried the wood too fast, and that's it. So, lesson learned. If you're not enjoying your life, change it. You can do it. I did it. I've done it a couple times. It's easy. Just change it and don't look back. All right. Well, keep turning. Have some fun. Stay healthy, everybody. And we'll see you on the next one.